Hello students, welcome to the Samveda e-learning classes and myself Hemant sir. Dear students, today we are going to continue with 8th standard social science, sociology part, the culture lesson. We are going to study the second part of the culture lesson in the today's class, children. Dear students, in the today's class, we are going to study the relationship between society and culture in detail, and also we will be able to study the importance of cultural rituals and diversity in India. What is the importance of culture, children? Is it really very important? Of course, culture is become a part of our life, children. So, importance of the culture, we will be able to learn some of the points in this concept. We learn culture is a treasure of knowledge and it explains the various situations in the human life. It also defines the values of human beings and it explains the behavioral models of. Dear students, culture is a treasure of knowledge. Abundant knowledge is there in the concept culture. In fact, what we learn in our society, in our day-to-day life, everything is the gift of culture. Culture provides the great knowledge which is required to lead our life, children, and animals survive and get adjusted with their natural environment with the help of the instincts. See, there is a difference between the animals and the human beings. We learn. See, when it comes to the animals, they get adjusted with their environment where they are living. But the human beings are not like that. Human beings, society has been transforming, has been changing from time to time. Human beings utilize their learned knowledge in order to survive, and to fulfill all this, language is one of the most important tool of the culture, children. All the things related to the culture today, how it is possible? It is only possible through the language. Language has become the mode of communication, it has become the mode of transformation from one generation to the another generation here. The future generations are guided by the present generation by using the language here, children. Of course, what we are using today, language, the same language has been communicated even to the future generations. It carry forward the various information to the future generations, the language. So, therefore, India is a land of languages. More than 2000 languages have been found in India, children, have a great history of more than 2000 years. The present and the past knowledge is stored in the form of the proverbs, paintings, folk songs, writings, and passed on to the next generation either orally or by written texts, children. Culture and the information from one generation to the another generation. For example, look at here, proverbs. Proverbs were there in the past also, and even in the present days, the proverbs are very popular. We use in our day-to-day life, children. Look at here, the important proverbs. For example, a picture is worth 1,000 words. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Laughter is the best medicine. Appearance can be deceptive. Every cloud has a silver lining. Honesty is the best policy. Actions speak louder than words. A friend in need is a friend indeed. Practice makes man perfect. These are all most popular proverbs, children. The proverbs were used by our ancestors also, and even in the modern days we are using the proverbs, followed by that folk songs. Dear students, when we learn the folk literature, we come across various folk literature here. Folk stories are there, folk songs are there, folk dances are there, various types of the folk literature especially has been transformed from one generation to the another generation. Our ancestors used those kind of the folk literature, and we are also using the same folk literature, and it will also be there in the future generations. The knowledge has been transformed with the various ways. Based on these instructions, the future generations forms its own culture and marches into the future. Whatever they get to know through the literary sources, they try to make some changes and practice in their life. Hence, culture is not only a bundle of traditions, it is also a treasure of knowledge needed for the social development, children. Culture explains the situations. Very important point, children. In our day-to-day life, we come across various situations, children. Meanwhile, even our medieval as well as the ancient people in their life, they had come across various hardships and various difficulties. Everything has been recorded, everything we are able to understand in the present day. It is because of the culture. Culture explains the situations of a particular period of time here. The studies of culture reveal the evolution of human society in relation to the contemporary situations. The caves and the architecture of temples in and around Aihole and Badami of Bagalkote district reveal the progress of the human society of that particular period. Dear children, look at this images here. Through this image, we are able to understand about, by learning the architecture, art of these people, we will be able to understand what was their economic conditions, what was their style of art and architecture, what was the religious activities those people performed, and what were the social conditions in the society, how they led the life. We come across all these kind of the informations when we learn about these kind of the examples. Cave temples of Badami are the best examples to that, children, here. It all highlights about the Badami Chalukyas, social, economical, political, administrative, various spheres of society, how the life went on in those days. We come across with all these examples. Aihole is called one of the cradle of the Indian art and architecture, children. After this, we have culture defines values, children. Very important point again. Value is the tool that analyzes the attributes, behavior and thoughts of a particular society. The value advocated by our constitution seeks equality. There are certain values, children. All that values are inculcated by us, which has been taught by our ancestors, which has been taught by our society. And more than that, we have a system in the modern days here, that is a constitution. Dear students, according to the Indian constitution, there are some important terms mentioned in the constitution when it comes to the equality. There is no superior and there is no inferior when it comes to Indians, children. We are all same. So in the constitution very clearly it is stated, we are all equal. Equality has been provided in the society. Culture, we learn various types of the languages. It has taught the communication system. It has taught courtesies, and it has taught us how to conduct the different rituals and what role has to be played by an individual in the society. what are the customs have to be practiced by ourselves, what are the relations should be maintained here, what type of the practices we have to perform, and what are the expected behaviors of a man, and the values, thoughts, all these are the gifts of the culture to the human society, children. Culture defines values. People are expected to live without discrimination based on caste, creed and language. The very important point, children. Basically, India is a country which has a unity in diversity. We have number of castes, we have number of religions, we have various types of the differences here, but in spite of that, we have given importance to the integrity and the equality here. This value orientation creates a thought process in our life. The thought process builds a set of attitudes, children. Hence, culture has the capacity to strengthen the human relationships, children. Culture is the one which will bound all of us together. In the name of the culture, we all the Indians come together here. That is the power of culture, children. Culture explains behavioral models. Culture provides aims and means to achieve them to human society. Yes, all of us, children, in our day-to-day life, we set various aims and aspirations here, and culture is the one teaches to how to attain that aims and aspirations. It supports those behaviors that are complementary to societal aims. When we behave properly in the society, it has been promoted, it has been appreciated. It is a complementary to the societal aims, but at the same time, an improper behavior is completely not supported in the society. There are some terms and conditions, rules and regulations are there. All the rules and regulations are same to the every citizen of this country. Everyone has to follow it. But in case anybody who is abiding the law here, going against to the provisions of the constitution according to the law, he or she should be punished here. Dear children, many of you do some mischievous activities in the class as well as in the families, but the teachers, whereas in the school, and the elders, whereas in the family, they all try to recorrect you. They may give some small kind of the punishment, or they may give some small kind of the suggestions to you to change you, and that has been practiced in the culture, children. Today, if we are able to behave well, if we are able to achieve some good things here, if we are a good citizens, it is all the credit should go to the parents, children. It is all the credit should go to the teachers and to the elders who has taught you. Dear students, now let us come to know about relationship between culture and society. Culture is the base of the evolution of human society. Definitely. Culture is the base, is the foundation for the evolution of the entire human society today, children. In fact, the human beings and the human society has been progressed so far compared to the ancient days. It is all the gift of the culture. Culture is part and parcel of the human society since the beginning of human civilizations, children. When the human civilization began, culture also began at the same time here, and the relationship between culture and society is a mutual. It is a mutual. Means it is indivisible part of society. You cannot separate, children. Society and the culture you cannot separate. They are indivisible part of the society. The human interaction is based on culture. The human interactions are based on the culture. What culture has gifted, the same thing has been interacted by the human beings. The relationship between culture and society is, without human interactions, no society can be existence. The people have not interacted each other from the different parts, definitely the society could not have been existed at all by this time. The society is existing today, it is because of the interactions. Without culture, there is no society, and without society, there is no culture. And second point here, children, culture. Culture and the society are the two faces of the same coin. Very important point here. How if you take a coin, the coin will be having two sides, but it is a single coin. You can look at the coin there. You cannot separate the two faces of the coin, children. Similarly, culture and the society also same here. The social world of human consists of various societies with numerous human relationships, children. And more than that, culture and society are two faces of the same coin, as I told you. Culture makes human beings different from the animals, definitely. The culture is not practiced by the animals, but it is practiced in the human beings, children, from time to time. That makes the difference between the animals and the human beings. Social controls in a society are based on cultural aspects. The social controls defines the human behavior, definitely. Social control in the society, if a society is a very civilized society, very strict society, disciplined society, human behavior is also decided at the same time. But imagine if there is a barbarian society, uncivilized people society, what could have happened there? Even human behaviors also would have been improper behavior. Individual in a society have memberships in various social institutions. To monitor and to teach and to take under their control, we have various social institutions in our society, children. Look at here the social institutions which will help meet the basic needs of the society. Family, religion, the law, politics, economics, education, science, medicine, the military, mass media, various social institutions are there. We are bound to follow the social institutions. Every institution regulates the behavior of the individual through its cultural tools. Every social institution tries to control the behavior of the every individual person. In our day-to-day life, we come across such kind of the illustrations. We need to talk to somebody stranger, we need to talk to some a great leader, we need to talk to our elders, we need to talk to our youngers. How to talk to all these people? It is all taught by the society. See, the way how you go and talk in front of your teacher is different, how you go and talk to your father, mother is different. This has been taught by the culture, children. Dear students, now finally we are going to understand the importance and significance of cultural rituals and the diversities in India. We witness one or the other cultural ritual every day in our country, especially in India we find a number of rituals, children. Dear students, fairs are one of the most important cultural rituals of rural societies even today in India, children, when it comes to the fairs. A fair is not only a religious expression there, it also functions as a temporary market for the neighboring villages. Dear students, here is a small video clipping of a fair, how a village fair will be conducted. Let us have a glance on that and discuss the remaining. A fair is a place where agricultural produce is sold or brought. This market is utilized to sell or buy the domestic animals also here. Look at the image of the fairs, children. Dear students, here is an activity for you. You have to collect the details of fairs that are held in your place from your elders. Make a list of its duration, period and other details. Generally in the countryside in India, the fairs are conducted after the harvesting seasons. Fairs reinforce the social relationships. Of course, see, during the fairs and all, see, our relatives and all will come to our home, children. All together the family members will join there and celebrate the festival, celebrate the fair there, and that was auspicious moment for everyone. Who does not like to go to circus? Who doesn't want to see the circus there? We can see the different type of the experiment and their artistic skills in the circus, children, and we were also able to watch the different kind of the wild animals in the circus. Similarly, various artisans display their skills in the circus. Similarly, various artisans display their skills and strategies, and it is all the exhibition of the culture, children. Apart from that, many other performances will be there. There will be dramas. Episodes of Ramayana and Mahabharata were all acted and played by the native people. Dear students, you can also observe here in the fairs, we will also be able to see the number of preachers who preaches about the various religious thoughts to all of us. One of the social activists in Karnataka, he has been awarded for Padma Shri. Siddheshwara Swamiji was one more important the spiritual leader through which his lecturers, he has always tried to transform our society. The groups of people who participate in these fairs belong to different language, custom and cultural groups. They are not similar when it comes to their look, they are different. All these are considered as the motivating aspects in our social life. Hence, the cultural practices have a pivotal role in human society, children. Similarly, we do have some national festivals, children, especially here the Republic Day. The Republic Day celebrations, the entire nation's cultural diversity is displayed in the Republic Day. The tableaus depicting various cultural aspects of India get displayed. Dear children, you can observe here in the year 2020 Republic Day from Karnataka, the representation of Anubhava Mantapa, Karnataka tableau displayed along with the other states' tableau in the Republic Day.
Religious parliament of human history. The tableau of the state of Karnataka depicts the philosophy of Venkateswara.
उपस्थित जनसमूह आनंद लेता हुआ इस समारोह का कर्नाटक की झांकी सलामी मंच के सामने मानव इतिहास में पहली धार्मिक सामाजिक संसद अनुभव मंतपा पर आधारित
ಕೂಡಲ ಸಂಗನ ಶರಣರ ಕಂಡು ಉದಾಸೀನವ ಮಾಡಿದಡೆ ಕಲ್ಲತ್ತಾಗಿದ ಮಿಟ್ಟೆಯಂತ ಪರಯ್ಯ.
It shows the great culture of India. The language is another example of the cultural expression. Culture is by language. Look at here, in India, we have various regional languages, but still we are united in the name of India, children. We have Telugu, we have Hindi, we have Kannada and Marathi. Various languages are practiced, but even though we are Indians, children, and children growing up in the society, children growing up in a social environment that has multi languages. Nowadays, the children are able to become multilinguists. They are learning more than one languages today. It has become an advantage for their personality development, and this kind of the learning not only involves that language, but also includes the culture of that language. They go beyond the narrow jacket of religion or caste. Thus, the narrow thoughts of our children have been vanished. When there is a factory, when there is a company, when there is an industry here, there are number of people working inside that industry or the factory. They have the same motto and they are working for their company. It helps respecting the cultural diversity. The respect for cultural diversity fosters peace and development in human societies. The respect for cultural diversity fosters the peace and the development and the prosperity of the human societies. Dear children, we have learnt relationship between the society and culture and importance of cultural rituals and the diversity. Dear students, let us solve the textbook exercises here. Fill in the blanks with appropriate words. What is culture? Culture means, the word culture means cultivate. Custom meaning here, the human activities. Unity in diversity is found in India. And the fourth one, multiple relationships is found between society and culture. Culture is the abstract of transfer of ideas from one generation to the another generation. Dear students, followed by that, we do have these exercise questions. I hope you have understood all these questions and you will be able to solve the questions. What is culture? Give examples of cultural diversity present in your neighborhood. Who divided the culture into two groups? What is material culture? What is non-material culture? And also we have third main there. What is a custom? Give examples. Explain the cultural diversity. Explain the features of culture. Culture and society are two faces of the same coin. How? Explain the features of fair. Dear students, so far we have discussed the lesson culture. Thank you, Mr. Hemant V. Dalwai, who has been working as a resource person of the social science subject as well as working as an assistant master for the New Cambridge Group of Institutions, Vijayanagara, Bengaluru.